is Step 1 with Freddie Wilson. Welcome to another episode of Step 1. I am Freddie Wilson, and we are back for Season 3. That's right. You thought Step 1 was gone. You are wrong. We are back for a third season. And as a reminder, you can find every episode of Step 1 on Spotify and YouTube. And if you want to see more Step 1, give me a follow on Instagram at Step 1 with Freddie Wilson and Twitter at Step 1 Podcast. We got a great show for you today to start off Season 3. We got my good friend Ben Brandeis, a reoccurring guest. He's joined the podcast to preview the college football season. And let's just say, I make some bold claims. You're definitely going to want to listen to it, and we're going to dive right into that. So let's get to my interview with Ben Brandeis. All right, today we welcome on a very special guest, reoccurring guest, here to help us preview college football and start off Season 3 of Step 1. Ben Brandeis, how are we doing?
All is well, Fred. Thank you for having me back. The season really snuck up on me, man. I've been really deep in the baseball scene, following the Roman Empire and the Red Sox, but football is king. College football, ready to roll.
All right. Well, before we get into each conference, let's start with the AP Top 25, which dropped yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Texas number 1, Penn State number 2, very close race. But Texas is going to be an underdog week 1 against Ohio State. So Texas might not be number 1 for long.
No, but I mean, what would really happen, right? They would slot to 2 or 3, depending on how Penn State does. It's pretty arbitrary. I think the whole top 25, I think, those are definitely the right teams, but very arbitrary. There's a lot of questions around the entire
Oregon,
country right now, right?
Oregon number 7, I'm fine with. That's generous. I think they're going to be fine. It might
a
be
a lot of buzz around Dante, man.
I do like Dante Moore, but again, Evan Stewart being injured, we'll see what happens. But I am excited for the future of Oregon football and this season, and I'm very excited for that matchup against Penn State, which we're going to win, by the way.
Are you?
Yeah, we're going to use the whiteout against them. I've already thought it through. But
You're feeling the whiteout?
I'm feeling the whiteout. They're not that good in the whiteout. I've said it on the show multiple times.
Well, they get screwed by Fox in the big noon kickoff, right? Because they can't do whiteouts. They can't do whiteouts at night anymore. They have to be at noon, and a whiteout during the day just doesn't hit the same.
Yeah, so
But
they have to
my
go
Penn
for
State
it.
feelings are well documented, particularly off the field. On the field, that they are. I think they are legit this year, but that's for a different podcast.
All right. I think the biggest thing I saw at AP 25, Illinois at number 12. What is Illinois doing in a top 15?
I mean, it's Bielema, baby. They got a legit coach. They had some buzz last year. They were pretty good.
They were ranked last year at one point. Like, they had an okay season, but I wasn't like, it's Illinois football. I don't think they're going anywhere.
I mean, dude, they have the infrastructure, but this is the first time they've been in the top 25. I mean, shoot, I think 12 years, maybe more. It's been a while, been over a decade since they've come into the season ranked. But it's Heartland football. Smash Mouth. I forget the quarterback. That kid.
They have Altmaier. I think his name's Luke Altmaier or something.
It is Luke, yeah. They gave Penn State a run for their money last year. They were really good. And that's all that matters.
Oregon destroyed them last year.
Well, I mean,
we destroyed a lot of teams.
The
but
world doesn't revolve around Eugene, Fred.
It should.
But I honestly think what matters right now is, quarterback play. And you look at a lot of these teams, and a lot of them have questions. Like, a lot of them have new QBs, but South Carolina's 13 because of Lenore Sellers.
Yeah, right? And Lenore Sellers is a stud. And South Carolina had a pretty decent season last year. They finished the season strong.
But they lost like pretty much all their defense to the NFL. It's a much different team.
It's a different team.
But the floor of Sellers is so high that you could put them in the top 20.
He's in the Heisman conversation already. Like, he's already so popular, and I think he's gonna have a great season. I think Beamer's a good coach. But again, like the SEC is going to eat itself alive because there's a lot of wild cards. And let's start with the SEC because that's my favorite conference this year. There's a lot
Okay.
of wild cards in the SEC. Like there's a lot of teams that have potential to be good.
Yeah.
And you could talk about Florida being a wild card, South Carolina. I'm excited for Florida football this season. They handled last year so much better than anyone ever would have thought. And DJ Lagway's a stud.
DJ's legit. The key to Florida football is health. DJ's already been banged up in the preseason during training camp. If he can stay healthy, Florida will go very far. If they get banged up, they do not have a contingency plan. It all depends on his hamstrings.
All
But yeah,
right.
he's legit.
Is Billy Napier coaching for his job this year, or is that behind him?
As long as they have DJ and as long as DJ likes being there, Napier will be there. Anything after DJ or if DJ transfers out, different conversation. But that's why they didn't fire him last year. Lagway likes him. They didn't want to lose Lagway, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think he turned. I think they didn't fire him last year because they turned around the season and they played that last stretch where everyone thought they were going to go like 0-8 in their final 8 games. They had some big wins. I watched the whole
So,
documentary on the SEC, so it's all fresh
yeah,
in my
how is
mind
that?
now.
I don't have Netflix and in my apartment, so I haven't been able to
It's
watch
a
it.
great documentary. It's it gets you hyped up for the season. They didn't focus on every SEC team. I would have loved to see like what the vibes in Bama were after the Oklahoma game. They did not show that, sadly.
But
Just
I think it all comes down to quarterback play, man. I mean, going back to the top 25 in the thread of the SEC, look at Tennessee, 24. They still had Nico. You would assume they'd be higher, right? But
and you,
that's what happens.
I mean, Nico to UCLA. Like we'll get into UCLA. I don't think UCLA is going to be that good.
No, he took it back. He motivated by one thing, man. Money.
He made about money.
Who do you think is the worst team in the conference?
And the SEC, I mean, Mississippi State, just because I mean
Do
they've
you
been
think they
in
win a
rebuild mode.
conference game?
They didn't win one last year. I think they got to win one this year just to get the ball rolling. But again, like they've been dealt a bad hand ever since Mike Leach died. Like it's not their fault. It's not like the program collapsed. Their coach died, and then bad season. And then they hire a new guy. Bad season. It's
Nobody wants to
just
go to Starkville except you, apparently.
Stark Vegas. Yes, I was a Mississippi State fan for 6 glorious weeks, and they won one game. The COVID
Was that
season was rough.
pre-Leach?
It was the Leach's first season. It was during the COVID season.
Oh yeah. And then I mean, yeah, he had him in decent shape. I think
Yeah,
I do think that's a bit of a an easy answer. I think it's definitely going to be Mississippi State. Who do you think? I guess the better question is who do you think is going to be the biggest disappointment in the conference?
biggest disappointment. I just feel like Bama's going to be good, but I feel like they could lose a game or two that they shouldn't lose. LSU might be the biggest disappointment because LSU is really riding on Garrett Nussmeier, and he's like, I want
Oh,
to win a championship. I came back because I don't want anyone but me winning a championship with LSU, and Brian Kelly can't win the big game.
I go Isaac. Isaac. I think they're going to go far. I think Nussmeier is legit. I think he's.
Oh, I
I
think they're
think
going to be good. I just think they're going to lose. Like they're going to lose some game that they shouldn't lose.
and not to spoil later in the podcast, but when we get into awards, a certain LSU quarterback might be pretty high on my list. Um, Me personally, I think the big disappointment is going to be Arkansas. I
Sam
think,
Pittman on the hot seat.
yeah, I think he's Gonzo. And they're all a lot of their money is tied up in basketball. I think they would they would get rid of Pittman tomorrow and drop a bag off for Gruden. They want nothing to do with Pittman. I think he's toast. I don't know if they'll win 5 games.
Yeah, I think Arkansas is like a good season, but I think a big wild card I really want to get is Vanderbilt because Vanderbilt shot the world last year beating Bama. Diego Pavia's got another year.
I
Diego
can't believe
Pav
that. He's like the last COVID guy, right?
he's like the last COVID guy, and he is riding in very confident. He's talking playoff. He's talking like beating Texas, beating Bama.
He wants a Barstool NIL deal
He
or something.
does, and he should get one because he's a stud. But I think
Hmm.
Vanderbilt, I don't think they're going to the playoff, but I think they're going to make a bowl game again. I think when was the last time Vanderbilt made back-to-back bowl games?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I can't say I've been following the history of Vanderbilt football, but it's got to be quite some
It's
time
it's
ago.
not it's not great history.
No, no. I think they'll be okay. I think they'll finish middle of the pack. Maybe they pick off a couple conference wins. I do not have playoff aspirations for the
And I don't think they're
Commodores.
being Texas or Bama this year. They play them both, and I don't think they're winning either one.
Auburn's an interesting question. Give
Hugh
me.
Freeze is a good coach, but
I think he's sneaky on the hot seat as well.
no Payton Thorne, new quarterback in Auburn. It,
Jackson Arnold.
Jackson Arnold transferred to Auburn.
Yeah.
So you got an experienced quarterback, but again, it's hard to say whether Hugh Freeze is going to turn his program around because it hasn't gone great so far.
No, and he's not at Liberty anymore. He doesn't have the power of God on his side. He just has Tim Cook's NIL opportunities. I think Freeze is a dark horse candidate for not the first coach fired, but I could see them moving away if they don't blow it out.
But it's still a hard place to play. Like you're still like it's not an easy place to get a win. So they still have a massive home field advantage.
Correct. Correct.
Like Auburn is one of the sneaky places to play, hardest places to play in the SEC. Like you talk about LSU, but I think Auburn's right up there.
Yeah, they lose in recruiting. They lose in NIL. I mean,
And
know,
they have money though. That's the thing.
yeah, they lose with Under Armour. I mean, there's a take for you.
That is a take. The under we're rocking the Under Armour.
Yeah, people don't want to wear Under Armour, man. You should know more than anybody.
I mean, we're a Nike school through and through.
You are the Nike school.
We are the University of Nike.
So let's say the SEC gets four teams in the playoff. Who are you going with?
I mean, I think we'll go with LSU because I think LSU is going to be pretty good. I still think they're going to lose a bad game, but I think they're going to win enough games to make it. I'll go with Texas because even if Texas loses to Ohio State, they're going to run the table. We haven't talked about Georgia yet, but I think Georgia's going to be in there.
Georgia, it's the same question as a lot of them, right? What will Gunnar Stockton do for them? You know what I mean? They have all the talent in the world. Kirby's Kirby. They have great coaching. It's quarterback play.
And then the fourth team's the wild card, but it's not going to be it's not going to be Florida because I feel like Florida is just not there yet.
No, it could be if they were to get a fifth team. I could see Florida if Lagway, like let's say Lagway stays healthy, like a 9-3 Florida team where Lagway balls out. I think could have an argument to get in
I think this year
as long
South
as they're
Carolina.
as long as it's the right losses.
I think this year South Carolina sneaks into the playoff.
Well, speaking of South Carolina and LSU, Fred, I should mention to you my annual college football road trip. We're going Death Valley,
You're going to Death
LSU.
Valley, LSU, South Carolina.
Yep,
That's going to be a fun game. Hopefully it's a night game.
that's the prayer. Absolutely
Like that's going to be a fun game. That's going to be a big game.
huge.
Yeah, that might have some. That's going to have playoff ramifications. That's going to have SEC championship ramifications.
Absolutely. We
What
hope, right?
what week is that game?
It's October 11th. I don't know what week in the schedule. I think it's week 6 or 7.
All right, yeah, that's a big midseason game.
Absolutely. Um, so you have Texas. I assume you have Texas, right? You
Yeah,
have
I have Texas,
Georgia,
yeah,
South Carolina,
LSU. I
LSU.
don't think Bama makes it this year. I don't think Bama makes it this year of the playoff. If they
No
do,
way.
I just don't think. I don't know. I just feel like they're gonna
I love
get.
that, man.
It's a
That's a
bold
take.
take.
That's a take.
I like a
Not
bold
as bold as
take.
your Bo Nix take, but it was bold.
My Bo Nix take was awfully close. If
It
anything, I
was.
undersold him because they won more games than they made the playoffs.
You're right. You're right.
He just didn't win Rookie of the Year because Jane Daniels was way too good. But I
He's a
was
beast.
Bo Nix is going to have a great season. Again.
I will be there for you.
But we have
Mine's
our
about the
NF,
same.
we
What?
have we have our NFL preview coming in a couple weeks.
Good. We won't spoil anything then.
All right.
Uh, so before
We
we jump to Big Ten, who do you think is winning the SEC?
I think it's gonna sound basic. I think Texas is this year. Texas wins it.
I agree. I agree. I do think Bama's a dark horse. I think Bama could be. I have Bama going. I haven't made a playoff bracket. I think Bama could win it all. I think they're very good.
I mean, they just
Um,
named Ty Simpson as their starter. He's pretty good. Kalen DeBoer is a great coach. They have the NIL money. They have the booster money. I know I said they're not making the playoff, but I could also see them making the playoff as well. Like I'm still riding with my take because I'm not
absolutely.
welching on my take.
No, that's the best part of a take.
We have not talked about Texas A&M though, the cult that is the Aggies.
Interesting crowd.
It's a cult. It's a cult. They were featured in the documentary, and you're right. They're an absolute cult.
Did they have the Midnight Yellers?
They had the Midnight Yellers. Their freaking mascot, which is a border collie, real intimidating mascot, is their mascot has its own dorm room.
Really?
Yeah, the border collie has a dorm room.
I mean, that's cool as so much.
No
Man.
female cheerleaders, only dudes who wear
Yeah.
coveralls.
That's
It,
cool with so much freaking oil money. I'm surprised that dog is on its own building. I think they'll be all right. I think they'll be good. I don't know.
they're going 8-4. They go eight
Yeah,
and four every year.
they'll get a good bowl game. I like Elko. He's a good coach. They're maybe a year away. Who's to say with that school? But I do think Elko is the right guy for the job.
Yeah, he's a
Um,
stud, and I think they're gonna get a big win, and then they're gonna lose some random game. They're gonna lose to a non. They're gonna lose to an FCS school. Butchered that.
at the end of the day, they're gonna curb stomp by Texas, and all will be right in the world. All right, let's move on to your conference,
Big Ten,
the Conference of Champions.
Conference of Champions. I think the Big Ten they're all fun this year. There's a lot of wild cards in every conference. Oregon is going to be great. Oregon has an easy schedule with the exception of Penn State.
And
And
that's that. And there's no bias there. You really think that they're going to be
I
good?
do think that game in Iowa is a dark horse game. That game might sneak up on us because it is at Iowa and it's going to be a dogfight.
It's all fun and games till Kirk Ferentz punches you in the mouth.
I'm a little nervous about that Iowa game, but it's not like it's in October, I think. It's not gonna be too cold, but it's gonna be like a dogfight. It's gonna be like a 9-3 game.
I was interesting. Better quarterback play. They lost a lot on defense, obviously, but good culture. As you
Good
know,
culture.
I care about Iowa culture more than any other program in college football.
Yeah. And Iowa's gonna win eight or nine games like they do every year. They're gonna be great on defense. They're gonna struggle on it's the same story of Iowa football every year.
They're the supreme. They own the championship belt of above average Big Ten program. They have
Yeah.
not risen to the top. They have a very high floor. It's going to be ugly. You're going to feel something, and they might win. They might hit the over. But you're going to have a.
They're not hitting the over. That's the safest bet is the Iowa under.
I disagree. I highly disagree. It's a personal challenge.
Didn't 2 years ago, didn't Kirk Ferentz challenge his son to get the offense to score more than 24 points and he just couldn't get it done?
It wasn't a challenge. It was a PIP. It was a performance improvement program. If they didn't score 25 points a game average over the year, he was going to get fired, and he failed. He failed the PIP. He had to fire his son.
Yeah. It's a mess in Iowa, but it's a beautiful mess. And
It
they're a
is.
fun team to watch.
And I
And
like the wave.
the Wave's cool, and I'm a little nervous about Oregon going in to Kinnick Stadium and playing the Hawkeyes.
Who will be the premier program in Big Ten Los Angeles football? Is it USC or UCLA?
It's gonna be USC.
You like uh you like what they retooled? Who's their quarterback again?
I don't know.
Jaden something. Jaden
It's not Miller Moss this year, is it?
No. No,
Trans.
Miller Moss went to Louisville, I think.
I can't say I follow too much. I don't think about USC football and UCLA football a whole lot. Um,
God, you
obviously,
Oregon bias.
Oregon, but I just, yeah, I know UCLA's got Nico.
Who
Nico's gonna ball out a
who
little.
keeps you up at night?
Who keeps me up at night? Ohio
Utah?
State. Ohio State keeps me up at night.
But you don't play Utah anymore, do you?
We don't play Utah anymore.
They
Uh,
kept you up. They kept you up at night.
except we beat them the last 2 years. I was at that final game.
That's right.
Yeah, Utah fans loved me. I was wave. They were leaving in the middle of the fourth quarter. I'm like waving them goodbye. I'm
Who
like,
couldn't love you?
yeah, they absolutely like one of them started jumping on me when they got a first down because we scored first, and he's like, "Well, you'll get that one. Wait till we score." And then they just never scored. They only had 2 field goals.
Just just pound them in the sand and
Yeah, you.
throw them into the Big 12.
But
Who do you
Utah.
think is winning? Who do you think's winning the Big 10 this year?
Well, I want to say Oregon, but like Ohio State could easily win it as well. Jeremiah Smith, he's my Heisman pick. If not this year, next year for sure.
I think he wins it next year. I don't think I. Although a sophomore receiver would be
It would be,
very avant-garde.
but I
So
don't think
you
Penn State's winning it because Penn State's not going to beat Ohio State, and Penn State's not going to beat Oregon either. Because I'm telling you, we're going to use the whiteout against them. We're gonna reverse it on them.
interesting. So you think they're finishing 9-2? Those are two brutal games.
Again, the whiteout game helps, and everyone thinks Penn State's going to win it, but I disagree. I think Dan Lennon is going to like play that Zombie Nation song all week long. He's like, "You're going to hate this song. Use it against them. Don't make them play it, and it's going to be great."
Are you gonna go to the game?
I wish it's a $250 ticket.
Damn. Are you gonna go out this year? You usually go to
Yeah,
the game,
we're
right?
we're going to the Rutgers game. The
Oh,
boys,
the
the boys,
mean streets.
the boys want to go to New York City, so we're going to Rutgers.
Fair enough.
So birthplace of college football, by the way.
I know.
I
I know.
know. If I was born in the South, no, it's from New Brunswick, New Jersey.
No, the South adopted it. They became the South. Uh, who do you think's heads up? Who finishes better, Michigan or Indiana?
I think Indiana finishes better.
I'm inclined to agree. I think
Because
Underwood will be good, but it's a lot to put on a true freshman's shoulders.
it's going to be a better team because they're going to be able to throw the ball this year, unlike last year where they just couldn't throw the ball. Like
Mhm.
they're going to have a better offense, but I don't. I think this year Ohio State finally beats them.
Dude, if they can't beat him this year, I mean,
This is
gee.
this is the year to beat them. Well, last year was the year to beat them, and it didn't happen.
I mean, last year is flat out embarrassing. There's no defense for last year.
I mean, they
Uh,
made up for it with a national championship, and that didn't save Ryan Day's job, but it really helped.
oh, in a way, it saved it, right? Because I mean, let's say like they don't win a natty the next, I don't know, next 3 to 5 years and can keep losing to Michigan, he'd definitely be fired. Now, well, at least much more of a conversation. Now it's certainly more of a job for life for as long as he wants one. Um, how many teams do you think the Big Ten will get in the
I think we're
playoff?
gonna get four. I think it's
And
gonna be Oregon. It's gonna be Penn State. It's gonna be Ohio State. Who's the wild card? It's between Indiana and maybe Illinois is not going to the playoff.
I think that's where the Big Ten becomes less fun. It might be. It's interesting, right? Because they have the top
We have
programs the way the SEC does, but they really kind of stall out, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's like there's not as many wild cards. Like Nebraska is the biggest wild card, and I don't think Nebraska's gonna be that good this year.
Oh, I do. I think they're gonna be good.
Dylan Raiola is great, but I still think they're a year away from being like to where Nebraska should be.
I don't know. I think Rule's a good coach. I think Rayola takes a step. Buddy of mine, he loves their team total 7.5.
That's
Is
a
it
good team
eight,
total.
eight? Maybe it's 8.5. But
That's a
anyway,
good total.
Mm.
I think they're going to win. Yeah, they won 7 games last year. I think they win 8 or 9 games this year. I think they're going in the right
A
direction.
cupcake schedule. They have the Indiana schedule of last year. It's like a total cakewalk.
Yeah, if they have that type of schedule, I think they could easily sneak in the playoff and then get absolutely demolished when they play a good team.
So you have Ohio State winning the conference.
It
You have
pains me to say it.
four teams getting in. You have Oregon in the playoff. You know, we
Oregon
won't spoil any. Do you have any Big Ten teams making it into January?
into January. No, I really want Oregon to make it into January this year. I want to redeem that Rose Bowl game because that was embarrassing.
Yeah,
That
good.
was that was one of the worst days of my life as an Oregon fan.
Really?
I mean, top 3 worst days of my life as an Oregon fan.
Do you think
Like,
Dante will be better than Gabriel?
I think the I don't know if he'll be better because he has not had 6 years of experience, but
That's true.
I think he's a great athlete and I think he's going to be a good player. And he was a huge recruit.
It's gonna be fun to watch.
The team will be very fun to watch. And it's again, the schedule is not that hard.
Hmm.
But who's going to be the biggest disappointment in the Big Ten? Who do you think?
I mean, someone's gonna crap out, right? Like it. I mean, that's the Big Ten problem where, like I said, it just there that second layer doesn't have as much juice. So if I were to throw a take out of there, I think Michigan will be good. I don't think they're gonna be great. Like I don't think Michigan is in a playoff. If that is considered disappointing, then then that would be my biggest disappointment. I could see USC taking, a significant step back again and them cleaning house, starting over.
Yeah.
So those would kind of be my two. But I don't have anything too scalding hot in this in
Yeah.
this conference,
It's a
right? I
it's a
think
top heavy conference. It's a 3-way race between Oregon, Penn State, and Ohio State.
yeah.
And then everyone else is just playing for a bowl game.
I'm moving to let's do the ACC now, right?
ACC, Boston College. Let's talk about it. You know I've been waiting about it. This is the year Bill O'Brien takes that program to new heights.
Is it? You think? You really think so?
If I'm making a huge claim, they play Clemson and Notre Dame. They're beating one of them.
You want to bet?
I'll
Gentlemen's
take
bet. Gentlemen's bet.
I'll take a jump. Which they're going to beat one of them. They're going to beat Clemson. They're not
You think,
beating Notre Dame,
I
but
think Clemson beats them by 40.
they're playing. It's at Boston College. You
Wait,
know
one stipulation. Is that the red bandana night?
when is the red bandana night? Let's find out. Wells game. What's his name? Crowler.
No, it's SMU. The red bandana night's SMU. Yeah,
Okay,
Clemson's gonna beat them by 40.
I disagree. I think they beat Clemson or Notre Dame.
I
They beat
I'm
one of
in
them. They're not beating both.
shake on it. Gentlemen's bet.
What's the bet?
Respect. I don't know. It's
Respect. Yeah, it's just a
gentlemen's agreement.
it's a bold claim, but I think this is the year Bill O'Brien shocks the world again because well, he didn't shock the world against Florida State because Florida State sucked. He shocked the world at the time.
I believe their team total is 4.5 games. How many games do you have the Eagles winning? So,
I have them winning 6 or 7 games.
and one of them being
Yeah, I really do. I just think if it's a night game in Chestnut Hill, anything can happen. Bill
you
O'Brien's
know
a
what they
great
say.
coach.
You know what they say. Nighttime games in Chestnut Hill,
Yeah.
anything can happen.
Dad was
They always say that.
Dad was gonna want to like drown himself in a Chestnut Hill reservoir after Boston College beats them. Again, they're not gonna. I think they'll beat Clemson. I don't think they're beating Notre Dame. We'll talk about Notre Dame at the end because they're not in the conference.
So if you have BC beating Clemson, they are not making the playoff. Who do you have winning the conference, or they're at least not winning the conference? Who do you have winning the conference
Who
in
do I
the
have
ACC?
winning the conference? I just It's probably going to be Clemson just because it's Clemson, even though gonna lose to Boston College.
I mean, but then I mean,
They're
the playoff committee will they'll you know what they'll say? Anything can happen at night in Chestnut Hill.
yeah.
So they'll give them the benefit of the doubt. No Miami.
No,
I'm going Miami winning the conference.
I never go Miami
Pardon.
because I've been for the Chris Small experience. You just know he always finds a way. He found a way to fuck it up last year.
I'm going Miami,
They were
man.
up big against Syracuse and they lost. Like he's gonna do something stupid, like run the ball on with 30
That was
seconds left and no
amazing.
timeouts. Like he's gonna
That was
do something dumb.
amazing. That was the bet. Oh my God. That was a master class in dumb coaching, dumb play.
And he
Great.
does that all the time. They have all the talent. He just doesn't know how to utilize it.
If I were to go like mega dark horse, like crazy, like if I were to get ridiculous for a hot take, I'm going Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech. Is Haynes King still the quarterback there?
He is. I like him. I hated him at A&M. I like him at Georgia Tech. They gave Georgia a show.
It was a great game last year,
They're
and I think
building a culture. They're
they're
gonna
gonna
run a
give him a
damn
show
ball.
this year.
That's right.
What about SMU? This is the first time they're in the top 25 preseasons in like 20 years.
It's the first. I mean, yeah. Well, that's what happens when you get the death penalty, right? I don't know. I like Jennings. He's coming back. I think they take a step back. I don't think they're winning the conference. But great color scheme, great mascot,
Pony,
ridiculous school.
yeah, Pony
Um,
Express.
Pony Express, awesome history. One of my roommates likes SMU. Fun. Jennings, fun quarterback. They got pantsed by Penn State last year.
But they had
Uh,
no shot in that game. Like it was
no, but I mean, that's the one of the problems with the playoff, last year's playoff, anyways. A couple teams had cakewalks. Um, so yeah, I think they'll be in the upper tier again, but I don't have them winning.
and
Although I mean,
Cal and Sanford not going anywhere.
I'm worried about the Calgorithm. They lost. I was doing a little bit of prep. They lost. I saw they lost their top 8 pass catchers, including between receivers and running backs. Uh, and their quarterback's gone. And they're taking macro steps in the right direction. I think they got a good NIL influx of cash. They brought in Ron Rivera as the GM. I think the new coaching staff's pretty good. So they're taking
Did they fire Wilcox?
no. He's still their head coach. Oh, did I say new head coach?
You said new coaching staff.
Yeah, like new running back coach, new coordinators.
But Wilcox is still the guy, and he's a good
Yeah,
coach.
yeah. Um, so we'll see. They did bring in I think they spent pretty good in NIL, but I don't think they're doing much this year. I think a bad year for the Calgary and Stanford. No,
No,
they're ass.
they're not built for this era of college football.
No, but I think Andrew Luck again, good contingency plan, macro level, right move. Um, Micro level, it's gonna be a stinky year. So we will see. But how many playoff teams did we get? They get
I think
two.
they got 2 or 3. I think Clemson is a lock for one of them. Miami's not making the playoff. They're not making it.
Damn. So you think BC is beating Clemson and they still get in?
Well, I think Clemson's going to have one loss, and it's going to be to Boston College.
You think they're beating LSU but losing to BC?
Yeah,
I love that.
it's a
I mean,
bold take,
that's why we have a gentleman's agreement.
a gentleman's agreement that we can discuss at
I'll tell you
Thanksgiving.
what, Fred. If they beat Notre Dame and Clemson, I'll come over and I will make you and Elizabeth dinner.
Okay, I like that. All
So
right,
tell Elizabeth.
all right. Moving on to the Big 12. Always a fun conference because it's just got so many teams.
Chaos. This is
It's
a
chaos.
chaotic
Arizona State
We didn't even talk
is.
about Belichick, by the way.
We talk about Belichick. We forgot to talk about Belichick.
And Jordan.
Yeah, UNC. I don't
Supremely
think
mid. I think they'll be supremely mid.
they have an. They have a weird schedule where they don't play back-to-back home games or back-to-back away games.
Very balanced,
Besides
right?
besides that, I think he's old. I don't think he understands college kids.
Uh, uh,
He's
look at
74
his.
years old and he's like trying to coach at UNC. Like,
You don't think he understands college kids? He's dating a 24-year-old.
okay, maybe he does a little bit, but
Yeah.
I think
Uh,
UNC is going to win 6 games. I think they're not going to beat Duke.
no, no, I think they'll be supremely mid, right? And that's kind of that. Maybe you know what? I have them making a bowl game.
Yeah, 6 games.
Okay, so Big 12. It's a kind of a three-horse race, in my opinion.
Yeah, you got Arizona
State,
State,
Kansas State, Tech.
not Iowa State.
Nah, I don't have Iowa State. Utah could be.
Utah
I,
could be good again.
they finally moved on from Cam Rising,
Well, yeah, because his career ended with a bunch of injuries.
but still, I mean that was like 6, 7 years.
Yeah, I remember when he used to destroy Oregon. Those were not the days,
Dark days.
dark days of watching Cam Rising beat Oregon.
So I mean, the question is, right? It's Sam Levitt, Avery Johnson, or the deep pockets that lie in Lubbock, Texas.
Yeah, they got that oil money too.
Kind of. Oh yeah, you watch Landman?
I have not.
It's like that. It takes place all in and around Lubbock, like in the Midland area. Um, so choose your fighter: Sam
Choose your
Levitt,
fight.
Avery Johnson.
I think I'm choosing Arizona State because I just like Kenny Dillingham that much. I think he's a great coach. I think he is miles ahead of where everyone thought he would be. I
It's
think
true.
he's building a great program down there. And I think, yeah, I think they're going to be, I think Arizona State's going to be pretty good. I think they're going to win the Big 12 again just because I don't think Kansas State's going to win it. And I think Tech will be good, but I don't think they're going too far.
To keep this rivalry we've been building up on the show alive, I'm gonna go with Kansas State. I'm gonna go with
Kansas.
Avery Johnson. I'm gonna go with
Avery Johnson's a stud, so I do like Avery Johnson. Great head of hair
the
from one,
golden locks of Avery
yeah, from
Johnson. I
one guy
like,
with great flow to another. Game
yeah,
recognizes game.
that's right. That's right. I
All
like the
right,
color scheme, and I've always had a soft spot for K State, the Little Apple, Manhattan.
Manhattan, Kansas. All right, we got about a minute left. Who's your final four overall? And not in the Big 12. Like, who's your final four overall?
Bama, Texas, and I don't know how any of these seeds are going to shake out. Bama, Texas, Clemson, Kansas State.
All right, I'm going Ohio State. I'm going Oregon. I'm going Texas, and then I'll go Georgia.
All right, we'll have to write these down. And Heisman winner,
Heisman winner. It's gonna be Jeremiah Smith.
give me Nuss, give me Nussmeyer. Unless he gets in the playoff, Nussmeyer wins the Heisman.
All right. Well, we'll talk all about it later on throughout the season. It's great seeing you. Thanks for coming on.
Anytime, Fred. You know that, and maybe I'll be seeing you if something magical happens in Chestnut Hill at night.
That's our show for this week. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back next week. Big Fred, over and out.